PCMA TV is supported by Visit Tampa Bay and produced by CNTV. We're in the middle of Connect, where folks are talking about their main takeaways here at the Education Conference. Hi everybody, I'm Carrie Fairnack. One of those takeaways involves a learning tool that can really take your education sessions to the next level, but it requires attendee buy-in. We're talking about pre-session reading and whether or not that's right for your next event. The strategic planning session at PCMA's Education Conference came with a little homework. Attached to the description of the session was a link to pre-reading.
I think it primes them to expect something interesting in the session. If the instructor is sending pre-reading, obviously they've thought through what they want to do.
Speaker Chekitan Def says even though he didn't ask the attendees if they explored the pre-reading, he felt most of them had.
I felt that we had a very good spirited discussion. If I didn't have the pre-reading, I may not have had that many people participating. And so getting them to do the pre-reading, I think, engaged a lot more people.
The concept of offering pre-reading struck a chord with some attendees.
For my meeting, it's the electrophysiologist. It would be very beneficial for the nurses that attend, for the physicians that come along, and the basic scientists that attend. So I think it's a great concept. I really think it would be a good, useful resource for those in the medical meetings.
While it can be a great jumping off tool, it won't work if attendees don't know about it.
I think it might not have been quite clear in the app that when you're going to the website that was the pre-reading. So I just think if you make it easier and make sure people know about it in advance, it could be a real enhancement to your meeting.
While some business event professionals are going to experiment with pre-reading for sessions, others are going to try crowdsourcing the topics. PCMA has been implementing crowdsourcing sessions like this one for 3 years now. The experiment has advanced from Post-it notes on the wall to a more high-tech experience using the app.
We kept bringing it back because the size of this event makes it much easier for us to have such a good crowdsource experience.
Participants actually submitted questions that they wanted to know the answers to in the app, and then attendees or potential speakers voted. The questions with the highest number of votes were the ones chosen to be the topics for the crowdsourcing sessions.
It's a unique opportunity because there is no PowerPoint. It's really just you working the crowd and trying to pull ideas from them and get them to work with each other and kind of get ideas from each other, which is completely different format than what you typically get with a speaker.
This group tackled the question of how to use social media beyond event marketing. Other topics included offering more value to sponsors, combating resistance to change, and redesigning your event for maximum engagement. We caught up with business event professionals to find out if crowdsourcing would work for their next event. And the answer was really that it depends on the type of attendees they have.
We're more of the medical research, and so a lot of content development goes into people just really want to be prepared and they want all the answers ahead of time, and I think they would be very disappointed if they had to vote for something and it didn't happen. So they want something that's solid and concrete, but I love the idea of doing this with our students at a smaller meeting.
We've sort of done something like this, but I like the way this was executed a lot better than what we have done. So yeah, I'm going to take this back, talk to my team about it.
While the topics are decided on site, the process actually involves strategy and planning.
The first question they should ask is, does it fit within your overall event strategy? I wouldn't advise doing it just to do it, but if you really want to create some type of a personalized program experience, it would be an option to entertain. And then I would recommend thinking about, okay, what makes most sense? Low tech or high tech? For your event experience, maybe for the size of your budget, for the size of your participants. So it's asking those types of questions to really understand, does it make sense and how can I best execute on it?
Definitely some good questions to ask yourself before you begin crowdsourcing. Hi everybody, I'm Carrie Fairnack with CNTV. We are proud to be here in New York City working with PCMA to create PCMA TV. We work with them on content marketing and to enhance the on-site experience. We can do the same for your next business event. Give us a call to find out how.
Hi, welcome to the PCMA Education Conference 2017. I'm Adam DePiro with Visit Tampa Bay, and we're excited to be your PCMA TV sponsors once again this year. First, on behalf of Tampa's hospitality community, I'd like to say thank you for all the support of our destination. Now, we have 3 team members that are attending the PCMA Education Conference. We have Corey Lake, our National Account Director that's based in the Tampa office and responsible for the Mid-Atlantic territory. We also have the newest member of our team, Catherine Morgan, who is our Regional Account Director and based in the DC office. And finally, Karen Johnston, our Regional Account Director in the Chicago office. If you happen to see any of our team members over the next few days during the conference, please be sure to stop them and say hello, as they have a special gift for our professional member partners. And please take a moment to visit tampameetings.com, as there's all types of destination information and also special meeting and convention offers like free Wi-Fi and double meeting planner points for new events in fall of 2019. So thank you for allowing us to invade your room here in New York, and we hope that you'll all come and invade Tampa with your meetings and conventions. And speaking of invading, please stay tuned for a special message from Tampa's very own business pirate, Kevin T. Graybeard. And thank you, and we'll look forward to seeing you in Tampa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Visit Tampa Bay presents Graybeard the Business Pirate.
Ahoy, me hearties! Show hooks! Who here's tired of holding your meeting at the same old, same old? Ah, I thought so. Now don't get me wrong. A ship-shaped conference room is just perfect for most parlays. But I'd be keel-hauled by my own crew if I didn't shake it up every now and again. I mean, blimey, who doesn't enjoy a good brainstorming sesh on the poop deck, huh? That's why this picaroon is partial to meeting in Tampa Bay. Let's start with the convention center. 600,000 square feet overlooking the water. Surrounded by hotels, minutes from nightlife. It's enough to please even the most jaded meeting lubber. But that's just for starters. Want to outline some action steps in an aquarium? Aye! Want to get wild with your crew at the zoo? Aye! Want to do some team building at a craft brewery? Ha ha! I guarantee you'll be circling back from that meeting, ready to synergize your paradigm shift, RE, your low-hanging fruit, whatever that means. So remember, if you're looking for a place for your crew to think outside the box, think inside the bay. Say, ahoy! To Tampa Bay!
I'm now joined by Tyler Gates with Brightline Interactive. We are talking about augmented and virtual reality. It's really part of the meeting of the future. Tyler, thanks for being with us.
Of course, yeah, I'm very excited to be here.
So we want to talk a little bit about how meeting professionals can apply this kind of technology for their next business event. Tell me what you really want them to know about this.
Yeah, really what's awesome about the technology is we can take people from where they are at the meeting or at the event, and we can transplant them to where we want them to be based on whomever the brand partner or the client or the sponsor is for the event, and we can actually communicate this message that they may not be able to get by being actually physically located at the meeting or event, but they can get because they're now experiencing in this other location. But the beauty of it is they're doing it all at the event.
So they never actually have to leave, but they can leave in their minds almost, right? That's pretty interesting. I know you talked about a medical application as well, which might really speak to folks who put together medical meetings. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so we created an experience. It was basically to raise awareness for a facial disease where you move, your face moves in ways that you don't intend, that you don't necessarily want. And the idea is to raise awareness for that. And so we used augmented reality to show people what they would look like. So you walk up to a screen and you're looking at the screen, you can see yourself, so it looks like a mirror of yourself. And then we're placing an augmented version of your own face, because we're actually tracking your face, your skin tone, everything. We're placing it over your real face, and then we're showing you what it feels, what it looks like. So we've recreated these mouth and jaw and tongue movements and placed it over your actual face so that you're looking at yourself doing those movements, and the awareness is sinking in terms of, wow, this is how difficult and how frustrating it may be to have this. And so this is why the medical professional space should care about research into this disease.
It really is fascinating. I mean, the number of applications is really probably endless, right? Definitely. So this is not a matter of when this is coming, it's already here, right? It's here. We need to learn more about it.
Yes, it's definitely here, and I think that's why I love coming and talking to groups like PCMA, is that it's already, and it's been here for a couple years, and I love going into these rooms and speaking with people and coming up with ideas. I love coming up with ideas on the fly, because it can truly have an impact in almost any industry. AR and VR technology is a communication medium, not just an event technology.
Very interesting. I think that communication piece is what's so important. Tyler, thanks so much for being with us.
Of course, thank you very much.
We appreciate it right here on PCMA TV.
My biggest aha moment was at a session yesterday for production and set design. There was a gentleman talking about conveying your ideas through pictures instead of words, and when you are trying to describe your set in your head, how you want a room set, to snag some images and make a collage so that you can show the person that you're working with what's in your head instead of using words.
The fact that there are other people doing design is a big aha, because sometimes when we're out in the field it feels like we're all alone in there, and so it's nice to see other people who are asking the same questions and kind of wondering, why aren't we doing this a little differently?
My biggest aha moment was at the design thinking off-site session, and it was putting myself in the having empathy with the attendees. I think oftentimes as planners, we're just so focused on the strategic goals and the planning for that meeting that we don't always put ourselves in the role of the participant when it comes to venue, location, and then the sensory feelings of being at a conference. So I think that was my biggest aha moment.
Business event strategists are not only taking home incredible lessons from the Education Conference here in New York, but also some new memories. We'll leave you with sights and sounds from the networking reception. For now, I'm Carrie Farnack with CNTV. Thanks for being with us.